Hi, welcome to Arsenal Match TV. My name is Tops, and today I'm going to be talking about the Champions League game. It was Ludogorets 2, Arsenal 3. Before the game, we had a few injuries. Bellerin didn't travel, Walcott didn't travel, Monreal. So we've seen the likes of Carl Jenkinson come in for his first Champions League game, and then I think it was like 2 or 3 years. Gibbs was on the left-hand side, playing left-back, and we actually seen the return of Aaron Ramsey starting his first game since the Liverpool game, the start of the season. So he was on the right-hand side, and Giroud was playing up front, Alexis Sanchez on the left. So it was kind of a fresh team that we've seen from this season, and we went off to the worst possible start. Terrible defending from Arsenal. It was actually Ludogorets that took the lead from a free kick that was poorly defended by us, and I think it was Cafu, their main player, that slightly home past Ospina. It was terrible defending. We left him run free, and he had a free shot on goal, really, and it was 1-0 to Ludogorets. About 10 minutes, and I'm thinking, okay, we've got plenty of time. We can get this back. And soon after that, it was 2-0 to Ludogorets. This is the same team we beat 6-0. It was 2-0 to them, and it was a good play from Cafu on the right-hand side, but Gibbs, I think, got beat too easily, and Cafu squared it to Kesero, and he made it 2-0, square finish. Ospina no chance. It was kind of like a tapping finish, really, and it was 2-0 to Ludogorets, and that, I'm sure they thought they were in dreamland, and I was having a massive nightmare, because 2-0 to a team we beat 6-0 was not on the cards. After that, we tried to respond, but we did look a bit slow. We had real no pace in the team. We had no Oxlade-Chamberlain or Theo Walcott, or even Alex Iwobi. A couple of them were on the bench, and Walcott was injured, so it was Aaron Ramsey on the right-hand side, and I don't really think that suited him, because those times where he was positioning himself in the number 10 role to try and score, and leaving Jenkinson wide open to them to have counter-attacks against him, and sometimes he was in the middle of the park, and it was kind of like we had 3 in midfield instead of the 2 of Xhaka and Coquelin. So I don't think him being on the right-hand side suited him, because he didn't stay there often enough. But somehow we managed to get a lifeline back in the game. It was actually Mesut Ozil on the left-hand side who was squared the ball back, and it missed Giroud, and it was Granit Xhaka with a half volley into the corner. It was a good finish, decent finish. I don't think we deserved it, but we were back in the game. It was 2-1, and then from that, it was actually Aaron Ramsey who actually stayed on the right-hand side and delivered a good crossing for Olivier Giroud to make it 2-2. It was probably the only cross that Aaron Ramsey did that actually connected to the person he was actually trying to aim to. And Olivier Giroud, keeper came out, kind of made Giroud's man up for him. It was a good little header that Giroud did score quite a few headers, and it was 2-2 at the break. And we were lucky, really, because we hadn't played well. Other than them 2 opportunities, we didn't really create any more chances than that, really. Our passing was slow. I don't know whether it had to do with the pitch. The pitch was terrible, but our passing game wasn't up to scratch, and the tempo of our play was much slower than we've seen in previous weeks, and obviously our defending wasn't great either. So it was 2-2 at half time. The second half got underway, and it was actually Ludogorets who had a few more chances. It was a counter-attack from our corner. It was kind of a similar situation with the Swansea game, the 3-2 when Xhaka got sent off, where we had 2 or 3 men of the opposite side of Ludogorets who were free open, and they switched it, and they had a shot that Ospina saved. It was a 1-on-1, really. If it was a better player, he probably would have finished it and made it 3-2. And then they had another opportunity where they delivered the ball past our defence, and it was another chance, 1-on-1 as well, which Ospina did very well to smother and to block with, I think it was his head or his shoulder, but he did well to smother it, and it kept us in the game, really, because we hadn't really created any chances in the second half, any clear-cut ones that I could think of. We were kind of running out of ideas. Ludogorets decided to play the counter-attacking football in the second half and just sat back, and we didn't have enough penetration or pace in our team to try and break them down. And it was only until we made a couple of substitutions, we brought Oxlade-Chamberlain on and El Nene on, that we looked a bit more threatening. And it was actually El Nene who played in Mesut Ozil, who, this is probably the best goal I've seen him score for Arsenal. He was through on goal. He actually chipped the keeper, got it back under control, and those 2 defenders, he dummied it. They all went flying, dummied it again, and then actually just slotted into the empty net. It was absolutely magnificent piece of skill by Mesut Ozil. Great piece of play. It was absolutely fantastic awareness, the calmness, the coolness, just to chip it over, didn't get over the keeper. On you go, son. See you later. And 2 defenders bypass. What? 2-2, and yeah, into the back of the net, 3-2. This is in the 87th, 88th minute, and it actually won Arsenal the game, a game which we did not look like winning. It wasn't a great team performance. I think from based off that performance, it was kind of similar to the performances we've seen last season with Giroud up top. We couldn't really press. We were running out of ideas. There wasn't any pace in the team, which I think you do need these days, a lot of pace. So, yeah, it wasn't a great performance, but we got the 3 points, and we are qualified to the last 16 already with 2 games to spare, which is obviously always a great achievement to qualify already so early. And if we beat PSG, we will go through as group winners based on the head-to-head record. So hopefully we can do that, but we're going to have to defend much, much better against PSG if we're going to beat them, because they've got some good players, better players than Ludogorets, and they scored 2 goals against us. So we definitely need to be more concentrated. But now it's on to the massive game at the weekend, Spurs. Hopefully we can get a few of our injured players like Cazorla back, and Theo Walcott, Bellerin, hopefully he can be back for that game. So yeah, 3-2, qualified for the next round. Can't say much about that. Not a great performance, but, you know, good teams don't play well, get the victory in the end. So that's all I can say about that. So yeah, that's been my review of the Ludogorets game. Away from home, 3-2, we beat them. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for everyone who's watched and subscribed already. Really appreciate it. If you've not done, click that button for me. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm Tops. That's been my review. Look out for my Spurs review at the weekend. Hopefully we can beat them. Obviously, I always love to beat the Spurs, so look out for that. My name's Tops. Come on, you got it.